that, I was trying to stop the flame wall.
Do you want to play like that? Well, then you've come to the right place because I'm the superior axolotl, and this is how you play Pyro in 2024. The Pyro Gauntlet's spell attack is the Fireball, and its sorcery is the Firewall. The common Gauntlet does 22 damage. The uncommon does 28 damage. The rare does 32 damage. The epic does 36 damage. And finally, the legendary does 40 damage. The level 1 skill gives you double fireball damage for the first 2 seconds, which if used correctly can deal major damage and block off enemy escape routes. The level 2 skill gives you Firefly. This allows you to fly for 1.5 seconds after touching yours or an ally's firewall. The level 3 skill gives you Burned Blood. It is a nice passive effect that can help you in close fights with a massive 30% damage reduction that lasts 5 seconds after taking 30 HP damage. The level 4 skill gives you Born of Fire. This is the most important tool a Pyromancer has. This combined with Burned Blood gives you insane survivability if used well. Don't forget that if it's off cooldown, it will activate with your next Firefly regardless of if you're missing HP, and go on its 25-second cooldown. Now for the tips and tricks. The first thing about Pyro you need to know is how to manage your Born of Fire cooldown. Unless you're far away from your opponent, it's better to not engage with Firefly and simply rune and levitate to them to avoid wasting the effect and making it go on cooldown. Next thing to know is that you increase the amount of healing it gives the more distance you fly, so it's imperative you don't cancel it early for the full 15 HP. The third thing you need to know is how to increase healing speed so you can get full healing faster. How do you ask? Jetfly. Jetfly is using momentum to cancel into Firefly for a faster and further flying Firefly, like so. The next most important thing to know is how to use puddle blocking. To make a fire puddle, you just have to shoot a fireball at the ground. A fire puddle or fireball can block ice lances and talk slaps, which can come in handy. Note that it can block unlimited talk slaps, but only one ice lance, since it extinguishes the flame. My final tip is how to firefly correctly. You should never firefly in a straight line, or else you'll be hit by conduit, frost lances, and everything in between. Always try to at least add a bend to your firefly, or do my personal favorite, which is flying up at an angle. This will make it harder to shoot you, while also giving you a bird's eye view of the battlefield. Because of Pyro's high damage and mid-range playstyle, it combos well with every other gauntlet in the game. Let's go over some tips on how I use those combos more effectively. Pyro Stone. Pyro Stone's main advantage is the ground control from Chariot, as well as the impressive engaged power from boulders and stone slams, allowing you to take control of the battlefield, especially if you have an Earthbind amulet. Also, running ambidextrous can be very good, allowing you to have Born of Fire healing as well as Stone Skin passive, further increasing your ground control through defensiveness. Pyrotox, aka DF, is one of the most iconic combos in the game, and for good reason. DF has incredible AoE and is the best close-range duelist in the game. The best way to play this combo is to focus on closing distance with the opponent through Firefly or Jetfly, then try to pay attention to their movement for the perfect opportunity to hit the Tox Sword DF. After that, move in while their screen is covered to hit Tox slaps, then use fireballs as they try to escape. Pyro Frost. Pyro Frost allows you to take advantage of people who try to run away during a fight. If during combat they leave reliable fireball range, you can start charging the bow, instilling in them a sense of urgency to do something. Taking advantage of this split-second indecision to either snipe them or force them to take cover. Either way, giving you control of the situation. But be warned, this combo requires you to be good at using Frost to hit opponents in the mid to long range. Pyro Conduit. Pyro Conduit's best use is using the conduit as a pressure tool against those who run away from you, since as they move out of optimal pyro range, they enter optimal conduit range, in which they either get beamed down, run away, or come back at you into optimal pyro range. The secondary use of this gauntlet is as a finishing tool against low health enemies. This is, though, in my opinion, the weakest combo, as Pyro Frost has a very similar effect, but is significantly better. Pyro Wind. This last combo is one of the harder combos, as the advantage of wind is close range, but in general using your pyro or an offhand tox is better in close range. If you do play this, I highly recommend Ambidextrous, as it allows you to take advantage of the insane Tempest movement, as well as allow you to use Fire Tornado, CC, and Burn without endangering yourself in it. One last note about this, do try the Behemoth Amulet. This gives you a much stronger wind spam that lets you end fights fast versus low health targets. Due to Pyro's ability to mesh well with every other gauntlet in the game, I usually use a combo of Pyro with an offhand Ice, Tox, and Lightning due to base Spellslinger. If I had to put the different offhands into a tier list, it would look something like this. But know that every offhand is viable and can be heavily influenced by your build. My last tip is to watch and learn from others. If you go to my Twitch, you will find a 20-episode series on how I handle different duels in one game of TDMs using Pyro named Demonstrations. But I always stream on Sunday at around 9 EST, so try to watch me live. Also make sure to join the Elemental Fracture Discord, as its community would love to help you on your way to be the best breaker you can be. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to catch my streams. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.